Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we'll be teaching on how to make a tote bag. So guys, these are some fabrics that we can use in making a tote bag. We have a chinos fabric, that's one I'm holding. This other one is a jean fabric. It's a very thick fabric. Then the lining, I actually love this particular kind of lining. So today I'll be making use of the chinos fabric. So I'll set aside the jean fabric and make use of the chinos fabric. So guys, let's get started. So the fabric is on the table. I'm trying to fold it and I'm folding it at the wrong side because I will have to mark while cutting. So I was just trying to arrange it properly, and after doing that I folded into two. Then I decided to have a start line where I can start my measurement from, because the up of the fabric is very rough. The tip of that particular place is very rough, so I decided to have a start line. So I gave it a draw roll. After then I started my measurements. The length was 18 inches. I'm just making a normal size of tote bag. You can decide whatever length you want. My length was 18 inches. Then the width was 15 inches. That measurement is 15 inches, so I just left it that way. So the next thing I did was to cut out the fabric. Making a tote bag is very easy. There's no much stress in doing this. You can as well do it for business to make money from it. You get fabric, you sew and you advertise it. It's a very cool business. So if you take note, I cut the four side, like I cut round the fabric because I want to join the down of the fabric. So this is my lining. I've gone ahead to cut out my lining, same 18 inches length and 15 inches for the width. Same thing with the fabric for the tote bag. So if you take note, I didn't cut the down of the lining. You see I'm going to arrange it on the fabric, so just stay tuned and watch how I did it. So guys, I was done with the cutting and I'm going to set that aside and we'll go ahead with the hand. So for the hand, I took a 30-inch length. For the hand I needed a long hand. Then for the width I took 6 inches. When folded it came out 3 inches. Guys, you can actually use 4 inches length for the width, and when folded it turns to be 2 inches, depend on what you want. The length of your hand can be 28, 27, depend on what you want. So this is the hand I went ahead to cut out the two and for the tote bag. So at this stage we get started with the sewing. This is the fabric and I marked the right side so I will know the difference between the wrong and the right. And here I'm going to stitch the down, just the down of the fabric. I'm not going to touch the side or the top. I'm just going to stitch the down of the fabric. So after stitching it, this was what it looks like. This is the wrong side. Turning it, this is the right side. So this was what it looks like after stitching. So for a proper look, I decided to just straighten it by ironing with my iron. Then I just did a quick one for that. After doing that, I decided to stitch the hand of the tote bag. So this was how I folded it. I took in from the both sides. I took them in. Sorry, it's not showing properly. I took them in, then I joined it together. So just take a good look on how I was doing it. It's actually a simple fold. So when I was done folding it, I'll go down to the sewing machine and sew it down for the both side. I actually did the same thing for the two hand of the tote bag. So I went ahead to stitch it down with my sewing machine, and this was the outcome. This was how it was looking like after stitching it. So at this stage I brought back the fabric I already joined then I want to start the main work of the tote bag. So I placed the rough edge on top, then I used my lining to cover it. Take note on how I placed it. The rough edge was on top, then the lining was covering it. The bad side of the lining was covering it, so it will be looking like this. So when I was done with that, I came down with 2 inches. You can decide to come down with 2 or 3. I came down with 3 inches. Just your choice on how you want the fold to look like. If you want a big fold, you come down with 3 inches. You want a smaller fold, you come down with 2 inches. I actually came down with 3 inches. Then I gave it a fold. After folding that particular place, so I pinned it down to get a straight and a neat job. Please, if you find this helpful and impactful in any way, please do what to like the video, subscribe to this channel. Thanks to the returning subscribers and thanks to my new subscribers. Please like our videos, turn on the notification bell, and also drop a comment at the comment section. Thank you very much for subscribing. At this particular stage, I was done pinning the bag. I was trying to attach the hand to the bag, and for the width I have 15, so I was just trying to get the middle of the width. So I got 7.5. I marked it. After then, I needed another mark from where the bag is going to start. The hand of the bag is going to start. So half of that 7.5, I gave a mark there. Then the other side, half of the 7.5, I gave a mark there. Please take a good look on what I'm about to do at this particular place. I want to place the hand. You don't place the hand of a bag that way. You have to put it inside the folded fabric and turn to the other side to have a strong hand, because you'll be carrying this on your shoulder with load in it, so it needs to be strong. So after placing it that way, you pin down. I don't know if you saw what I did there. I'm going to repeat it again in this other side. You place the edge of the hand inside the folded part. You are seeing what I'm doing. That place I marked, place it there and have a fold. After you turn, then you turn to the other side and pin it down. In that way, you're going to have a very strong hand. And I'm repeating the same thing in the other side. I'm going to measure to get my middle. After that, I give a mark. I do the same thing what I actually did for the other one. I get the middle of that 7.5. Same thing at the other end. Then I'm going to do the same thing again by placing the hand underneath, then fold to the other side. I pin it down. I do the same thing for the other one. It's under the fold, not on top the fold. Take note so it will come out very well. So after pinning down, this was how it was looking like, and this is how it's going to look like when you're done stitching. So I'll go ahead to the sewing machine to stitch down the particular places I've pinned, and yes, this is the outcome. After stitching it, I removed the pin, and this was what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and iron it to get a good look. I love ironing whatever I'm making so that it looks beautiful and it comes out well. So I'll just do a quick one by ironing it, and you see how it's coming out smooth and fine before the completion of the bag. So this is how it's looking like. It's looking well, and we're not done yet. So I'll go ahead and stitch the both side of the bag. This is the front side of the bag, and yes, that's what I'm stitching. So after stitching it, this is what it looks like. So I gave it a tiny stitch because I'll be turning the bag to the back side and stitch again to cover it. Why I'm doing all this is because I need a neat inner and a neat outer side. I don't want any rough edge in the bag. If you take notes, the inside is very neat. So I'll go ahead and stitch the both side with my sewing machine to get a neat outer side. Guys, this bag is so neat in and out, and this was me. I was done stitching the both side, and I'm going to turn it again to the right side. So after turning it, I was trying to arrange the back, trying to make the fold straight and neat, and this was me doing it. I needed help out to use my scissors to arrange it. So when I was done doing that, this was the outcome and how the bag was looking. Trust me, I went ahead to iron it so it comes out well and beautiful. Guys, this bag is so easy to make. It's very beautiful, and this is the outcome of our tote bag. So beautiful. Thank you for watching. Do also drop a comment and like and share. Subscribe. Bye.